Hello. Today we're going to talk about how to create content access for users and user groups. If you remember back to the NetExam logic, we're going to start with the certification level. Remember, certification is where students can actually gain access to content. So we're going to go ahead and create a new certification. Like always, follow along with the red asterisk components. When you create a certification, user types are required, so we're going to go ahead and use the user type ABC. For now, we'll leave the user groups alone. Again, a lot of these items you can fill out to your business needs, so if you need something from here, or you learn that you're needing something as you go along, you can always update, edit, and add whatever it is that you need. For expiration type, we've got a couple here, so interval would imply that this ends at a certain date. So if you see this here, it will ask you for the expiration mode, and you'll put a date or how many days it should be available. Perpetual just means that it continuously stays open without enrollment being able to close. There are ways that you can remove access, but enrollment is an option at any time, as opposed to the certification expiring at a certain date or after a certain number of days. And that's all that you need in order to create a program initially. Now we'll click Submit for this certification, and just like that, you see we have a new certification called Video Test. I'm going to go ahead and add some information to this. I'm going to add a course. Remember, certifications are just bundles of courses. To add a course, you come to Assign Courses and then select Courses. Now, this gives me a list of all the available courses inside NetExam, so I can come here, I can see all the available courses, and then select the ones that work for me. So I'm going to look for Drew Video Course, and I see that it's in the MD Test curriculum. Under here, I can make it any one of these options. For now, I'm going to make it an elective. You close out of this window and press Submit. Now I have a certification with user type ABC, and it has a course inside it, so that is pretty much done. The last thing we want to do is make sure that our user has access to this component. Let's go find the user we're going to use and make sure that they have the correct user group and user type. If I log in, I see that this user has the Everyone user group and the default user type. If you think back, I already know that I won't have access to the content in the certifications. I do have MD Test as a user group as well, but again, I only have default as a user type. So in order to actually view the content, I would need to change my information. So I log in, I go to my courses, and I don't see Drew Video Course. And again, that's because I don't have the correct credentials at the user certification level. I'm going to go back to the admin side, and we're going to go back to certification and change some information here. So my user has a default user type, so I'm going to add the default user type here, and the user group that they should have access to is MD Test. So I'm going to add MD Test here as well. These credentials match what our test user Drew has. So now if I press Submit and save this information, you'll see the content that Drew has now. Let's refresh this page, and just like that, now I can see Drew Video Course. I'm able to enroll in the course and also see that it has a lesson. And that's how you grant content using the certification level.